Pacquiao! 146.8 pounds for the Pac-Man, 146.8 for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
That's our job. That's our job, to entertain the crowd, to give you a good fight.
Mayweather weighs in 72.9 kilos, 72, 900, 160.38 pounds.
Well, I've been here so many times before, and just the atmosphere, the people, it's a great turnout, and I truly believe it's going to be a great evening.
Floyd Mayweather had a tense first face-off with Manny Pacquiao ahead of their rematch, creating plenty of intensity between the two rivals.
From Manny, now Manny has a lot of experience, you know, at the highest level and competing at the highest level, and that makes this that much more interesting. But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best. Don't let them trick you into getting your whooped again.
He's older than me. I'm still young, so and I'm always active with this sports. What I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a different weight division is not that easy.
Manny appeared fully prepared, calm, focused, and ready for another high-stakes showdown.
I'm back because of boxing is my passion. I miss boxing, and I'm so thankful to God, because until now He gave me the strength, keep me safe, and give me good health. That's why Manny Pacquiao is still here, and I'm back.
The last man who said I'm back was Michael Jordan. He came back and he won 3 titles. Are you channeling some of that?
Well, this comeback is dedicated to the Lord my God that I'm serving. I'm excited to the fight. I'm really hungry to win again the fight and give the fans a good fight. And I know, and I know the fans, they're waiting for a good.
Despite earlier rumors suggesting the fight could be canceled, recent reports indicate the rematch is moving forward. According to Boxing Scene, Manny Pacquiao stated that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has agreed to make their September 19th rematch a professional boxing match. Veteran boxing reporter Lance Pugmire also reported that the fight is officially proceeding as a sanctioned professional bout rather than an exhibition. After weeks of speculation, both sides now appear aligned on the terms, bringing the long-anticipated rematch one step closer to becoming a reality.
Pacquiao says the fight is on, right? So we've been discussing this every day for the past couple of weeks, because I think Mayweather is a brilliant marketer and has been able to get us to do that. And he's saying, you know, this is going to be an exhibition, that it's not going to be at the Sphere. Meanwhile, apparently he was already signed contracts that already had some upfront money, and Pacquiao's response was always, well, you have a deal. You can't get out of this. This is a real fight. There's no reason to have an exhibition, which I think a lot of insiders would agree. But now we understand yesterday there was a deadline given by Team Pacquiao and Pacquiao Promotions, but we have a fight, right, Lance?
Correct. Manny Pacquiao reached out to me yesterday. We talked on WhatsApp, actually, and he said the fight is on. Floyd has come to the table. Everything's fine. We're good to go. I know Floyd has come out with a statement today saying not everything's done. And I'm not gonna look. I used to work for them, so I'm not gonna call fight hype Floyd's mouth.
Manny says Floyd now has nowhere to run, insisting the rematch must take place as a professional fight. He stressed how important the bout is to him and declared that he wants to teach Floyd a lesson when they meet inside the ring.
He had no way to go. He has to fight. Is it going to be an exhibition, or is it going to be a sanctioned match? No. Sanctioned match. Awesome. Are you happy that you're going to get the second opportunity? It seems like you guys are going to actually put in there again.
Are you very excited to redeem yourself? Yeah. I know you spoke a lot about you were injured in the first fight and all, but what would this win mean for you as a particular person? You've accomplished so much, 8th Division World Champion. So what would a win for me? Oh, this is very important. I want to give him to one. Is it a bragging rights thing for you, Manny? Like you can prove you're better? You can prove you're better than him? Is that what this is? It's about still showing you're better than him?
I don't know, I think so.
Okay, how do you like the new gym? You own now the Mayweather gym, now it's the Pacquiao gym.
Oh, I like it, exciting.
I heard the Mayweather promotion CEO say that if you guys have a successful rematch, there could be a third one. Manny, are you open to a trilogy? With Manny, with Floyd, are you open to a trilogy? If they demand it.
With the fight now confirmed, Manny Pacquiao has returned to training with coach Freddie Roach, signaling serious preparation as he enters a focused and disciplined training camp. Pacquiao says he will resume training at Roach's gym, emphasizing his commitment to preparation, improving his conditioning, and returning to peak form ahead of the anticipated rematch.
So soon I'm going to start training for Mayweather fight.
Robert Garcia claims Floyd is not putting in the same level of work, while Manny Pacquiao remains fully committed to his preparation. According to Garcia, Pacquiao is running in the mountains, training intensely, and pushing through demanding workouts as he works to maintain elite conditioning ahead of the rematch.
Mayweather, people think, oh, Mayweather's out of shape, he's not training, I'll pay you different. Behind the curtains, that was doing workouts, that's not, that's just to be in shape, to be able to box for 12 rounds. Mayweather's not killing himself in sparring, he's not killing his legs and running. But I bet you he's doing workouts that are not going to kill his legs and are not going to fuck him up when he comes to sparring. But I bet you he'll be in shape for the fight. And I bet you he's going to win by decision.
You think Mayweather decision? Manny's motivated,
Manny's burning himself out. Too much runs like a fucking true champion does. But he's 48.
Mayweather's older, Robert.
Yes, but he's not doing the same workouts that Manny's doing. Manny's showing it to the world. Manny's running in front of 50 people.
But he looks good when you watch.
He's running hard and he's gonna, his body can't take that much. His body can't take that much. Mayweather knows his body can't take that much. That's why he's doing separate, different trainings to be in shape, but to be able to perform and to be fast and to win a decision.
Jose Ramirez, who trained alongside Manny Pacquiao in camp, speaks highly of how sharp and dangerous Manny still looks in the gym. He says Pacquiao continues to show impressive power during training and remains a difficult fighter to deal with despite his age. Ramirez explains that Manny follows a disciplined routine, running daily to stay in peak condition while maintaining the stamina and endurance that have defined his career for years.
Kept my health up. I was going 8-round sparring sections.
What does Jose Ramirez learn from Manny Pacquiao when you camped with him 3 times? What did you pick up from him?
Honestly, it's work ethic, and then
The best work ethic.
The best work ethic, man. Every morning we used to get together and run. Even on sparring days, he runs.
But with 20, 30, 50 people? Even
Yeah, man, he has a lot of support out there.
That's amazing. It's like a movie. It's like Rocky.
We would go to the mall, and just because people knew we were his sparring partners, they wanted a picture with us. So
He's the man.
we had a lot
He's
of
the man.
fans.
He's so humble, though. He doesn't always Manny Pacquiao. Very
There
down to earth.
was always like a crowd of 25 to 40 people outside the gym, from ladies to kids, just waiting for him. Just give their mom money before he walked in.
Yeah, he's very generous.
And
He's very humble. He doesn't let the fame change. Like you never let the fame change you or nothing. You're the same person I met when you were a kid. But what did you learn boxing wise besides work ethic? Is there any punch you learned? Is there any defensive move?
Pacquiao's sparring sessions continue to highlight his relentless work ethic and elite level ability. Ramirez emphasizes that Manny approaches every round with intensity, treating training with the same focus and determination he brings to fight night. His speed, timing, and power remain impressive, allowing him to compete at a very high standard even against younger opponents. Ramirez believes Pacquiao's consistency in the gym reflects the discipline and dedication that have defined his career. For those watching closely, his preparation demonstrates that his competitive mindset remains as strong as ever and that he continues to train with the mentality of a world champion.
Pacquiao always, what made Pacquiao very dangerous is that, he was very explosive. So those punches that he just throw, throw, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't see
It was that unexpected power. But it was put together by a combination of punches too. So
his feet.
he had a heavy hand, so he used to snap his punches really good and pinpointing shots really good. So he used to go to the top, body back to the top, and the second one was just boom, one punch.
What's the craziest thing you've seen him do in the gym thus far, partner?
Oh, brother, I was lucky not to get hit by one of those left hands, but he dropped. Every camp, he would drop one fighter, one sparring partner.
And that's
like
it.
clean.
And they don't come back next camp.
Well, he dropped a couple in the Philippines, so they stayed.
Paulie Malignaggi and Lance Pugmire discussed the uncertainty surrounding the Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao rematch, noting how negotiations and public comments have fueled speculation. Pugmire pointed out that Floyd never publicly confirmed the fight following earlier reports about a possible exhibition. Meanwhile, Pacquiao remained firm that the bout should be a legitimate professional contest or not take place at all. The discussion highlighted how Pacquiao was often the more vocal figure, regularly providing updates and pushing the story forward, while Mayweather largely stayed silent and avoided making definitive public statements.
Pacquiao made announcements now they're not going to be
Today, I have come all this way to talk to him. Is he going to talk to me? I don't know. And then finally, at the last minute, hey, what do you need? So
Malignaggi reflected that the situation resembles Mayweather's past approach, where even experienced journalists such as Lance Pugmire often struggled to get direct answers from him. Floyd's unpredictable communication style has long kept fans and media guessing until the final stages of negotiations. Algieri added that Mayweather approaches negotiations with the same competitive mindset he brings to boxing. Rather than meeting opponents halfway, Floyd prefers to control the process and position himself advantageously in business, public perception, and the fight itself. According to the panel, that mentality helps explain why clarity on the rematch has taken so long. Pacquiao also shared his thoughts on greatness, arguing that an undefeated record alone does not automatically define the greatest fighter of all time. He noted that several boxers have retired unbeaten, making that achievement impressive but not unique. Instead, Manny pointed to his own accomplishments, including winning world titles in 8 divisions and becoming a champion across 4 different decades: the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He said those achievements speak for themselves and prefers to let fans judge his legacy rather than make such claims himself. Regarding the potential rematch, Pacquiao made his position clear.
Undefeated fighter, and you are what I can see is like he's a self-proclaimed GOAT.
Right.
Self-proclaimed GOAT because he cannot claim he can't even claim in which part that he can claim that he's the only. He cannot claim that he's the only undefeated fighter who retired. There's a lot of fighters, at least more than 15 fighters who retired undefeated. So, but I can claim with some of those. The only 8 division and the only fighter who became a world champion in 4 decades, 4 different decades. 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. So, but I'm not raising my own chair. I let the fans decide.
Your chair is high. Your chair is high already.
I mean,
That's it.
And you came 1 point away from having a belt in the 2020s. Oh no, you already had a belt in the 2020s.
2020, yes.
Yeah. So, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah.
So that's 4 decades.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Jazz Mather explained that with so much money attached to the fight, it is difficult to imagine either side walking away, especially considering the enormous opportunity presented by a global platform such as Netflix. He believes financial incentives will play a major role in moving the deal forward and argues that once the full scale of the event is understood, it becomes increasingly attractive for everyone involved. Mather noted that negotiations have largely been handled through legal representatives rather than directly with Floyd Mayweather, which has added extra layers to the process. Despite delays and ongoing discussions, he says progress continues to be made and that all sides are still working toward an agreement. A firm deadline has reportedly created additional urgency to finalize the details. Mather remains optimistic that the financial rewards and worldwide exposure will ultimately help bring the fight together, although he acknowledged that alternative options and possible legal action could become factors if an agreement is not reached.
Cares about money. And all that Floyd needs to see is, that whoever is managing or representing Floyd today, I personally,
It's hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. I don't know what's going on over there.
Have you been in negotiations over the past week since Floyd started backtracking?
The attorneys are.
So you not and who are
directly.
they? They're dealing with Floyd's attorneys, not Floyd.
Correct. We're dealing with attorneys. I mean, he's communicating with some of the other the production partners and such. There is direct conversation and stuff happening, but they just have to see the light as to the platform and the size of what Netflix is and what all opportunities it can bring.
So, Jazz, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is the deadline? Obviously, Netflix already announced that you have to. What is the hard deadline to get this resolved?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what
14.
time?
14. End of business day.
End of business tomorrow.
Yeah. And we're getting ahead. We're getting ahead. As long as he's got smart people around him that can see the size of the opportunity, then they can make him a lot of money. More money than he's made in the last 5
Wade Plemons says there is an obvious risk with a fight like this because it is being marketed around the idea of 2 all-time greats, with Manny Pacquiao's achievements as an 8-division world champion often highlighted. He notes that while those accomplishments remain remarkable, the reality is that both fighters are well beyond their prime years despite their legendary status. Plemons pointed out that Pacquiao, even at 46 years old, showed he could still compete at a respectable level in recent appearances.
This is supposed to be the 2 GOATs, like Manny Pacquiao, 8-division world champ. What are we talking about? And he doesn't necessarily look like that, but I will say Manny looked decent enough. I get 46 years old versus Mario Barrios, so he still got it at least to some degree. And we've seen Floyd in these exhibitions, with Lee Gotti's stepbrother. If you know, you know. John Gotti III. We've seen him against Logan Paul. We've seen him in these Deji. These exhibitions where he still has his reflexes, he still can fight. But oddly enough, this might be a hot take. When I watch it this second time around, Manny had the shoulder issue the first time in 2015, and they were still at the top of boxing, but their skills were fading. But this time around, him being a little older, a little slower, you may get a better fight out of it. Not necessarily a better looking aesthetically or higher skill, but you may get a better, just a generally better fight. And again, you do something like this because it was, at the time, it still is, the most watched behind pay-per-view fight ever. They generated $600 million, I think, or something.
Plemons suggests that although neither fighter is the same version fans saw in 2010 or 2015, that reality could actually make the rematch more entertaining in its own way. It may not showcase the absolute peak of their abilities, but it could lead to a more action-packed contest than their first encounter. He also highlighted the enormous commercial appeal of the matchup, noting that their original fight generated hundreds of millions of dollars and became one of the biggest pay-per-view events in boxing history. With a global platform like Netflix potentially involved instead of the traditional pay-per-view model, the audience could be even larger worldwide.
Netflix, which doesn't, I mean, yes, it has a paywall, but it's not pay-per-view behind that. You're going to get a lot of people that tune into this thing once again, just for that last go around, that last ride off into the sunset. So I listen, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the skill that we would have seen had this been 2011, 2010 when it should have happened, but we still are going to get a decent enough fight. And I get both sides of the argument here when you're talking about, do we want to see it? Is it really good for the sport? Do we really need to see it? Are we going to have a better way of building the next generation of fighters to where we don't have to rely on these big one-off, exhibition type fights? I get all that and I hear it all, but I also think there's something to be said for if guys still have the ability, if they still are with it mentally and physically, and they still can draw a crowd, who's to say that we should stop them from fighting? It may not be the best look that this is who you get the biggest viewing numbers for, and that should be an indictment on boxing building its next generation.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time.